Hello and welcome to the first video of this channel. My name is Cecilia, if you don't know, which a lot of people don't because they know me more as Marv or Marv Missy on Twitch and on YouTube and other various places of the internet where I do a lot of gaming content. If you want to see content for those, you can find them in the description below. But on this channel, brand spanking new, I want to talk about being a creative with neurodivergency. I've been wanting to make content around being a late diagnosed neurodivergent person who is a creative, more specifically a writer, for a while now. I was going to make content on my other channels, but I recently learned that making content that is starkly different is pretty detrimental due to the all-powerful algorithm. So I decided to make a second channel, and here it is. So you'll find all sorts of content based around that stuff here. I won't go too deep into my journey with my diagnosis in this video. If you want to know more, I could potentially make another video about that if you want to know. But to sum it all up, I was diagnosed with ADHD at 29 and autism at 30, and I'm currently 32, so it's relatively recent. I've been doing a lot of learning and unlearning and figuring out how to work with my neurodivergency, and it's been a struggle, but I'm making strides. A lot of times it can feel like a 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing. But I'm moving forward, and that's another potential video, I guess, of things that I've been doing to try to help with that. But let's stay focused on what we're here to do today. Today we are talking about goal setting. Like many other neurospicy beings, I do struggle with having a lot of things I want to do and accomplish, but not being able to follow through on a lot of it, and to stay focused and to feel like I'm accomplishing things, even though I am, but in comparison to what I feel like I should be, it's not matching up. I struggle a lot with maintaining a routine and a goal setting mindset that is catered towards what I'm actually able to do. Using the spoons analogy, I base a lot of what I want to accomplish and what I think I should accomplish around my high spoon days compared to my low spoon days. I know spoons are usually used for people who've got chronic pain. If you've got another analogy that works for neurospicy people, that works too. But if y'all know the spoon analogy really pretty well, you should. If you don't, that's why I use that one. So in previous years, I would set up a year-long plan, and I would base my goals, my markers, my things I want to accomplish based around being 100%, both physically and mentally, every day. I was building it around the ideal day. I did not have any buffer days. I did not have any low energy days into account. Again, this was pre-diagnosis, pre-understanding how I am. And, you know, during the times where I thought I was lazy and I should be able to do all this stuff. No. And sure, I could be able to follow through for the first few days, maybe the first 2 weeks of this new plan because, you know, it's novel, it's new, it's exciting. But then, of course, it would fall off by the end of the month, and then I'd feel I was behind and failing and horrible and not being able to do anything right. So, you know, great for that perpetuating cycles, you know. Thankfully, I don't do that anymore. I mean, at least I don't do it as much. I'm more realistic, still working on being more realistic in comparison to how realistic I've been. After being diagnosed and after learning about this method called the HB90 method, it was started by another creator named of Sarah Cannon. I'll tag her, of course. I follow a lot of her content and writing advice. I greatly decreased my expectations, and it works. Do that, so when you accomplish more towards what you set, you feel better than the unrealistic expectations. Still not enough, though. I still need to decrease my expectations, but it's a little bit more realistic than it has been. And as for the HB90 summary for that, it's basically you take each quarter of the year and you set yourself up with like 2 or 3 things for each quarter to do, to accomplish, and only focus on those things. Because I know I have like a billion things I want to do, and I try to do a little bit of each of those billion things, and of course it never works out. So you focus on a couple of things per quarter, and then you see more results because you're focusing on those few things. So the biggest issue that I'm coming across is that I don't know what an average day looks like for me still. I know what high days feel like, and I know what low days feel like. I don't know what an average day or an average expectation overall looks like. I'm lacking the data on that because I am horrible at recording it. Even when each new quarter starts, I still tail off. I like having the quarter refresh more often than the annual refresh, but I still struggle with tracking things consistently over the period of the time that I'm tracking in order to get some solid numbers. And I'm speaking more directly about writing specifically. I do other things. I do writing, I do art, I do a whole bunch of stuff. I do streaming. But when it comes to like writing and keeping track of words and stuff, I don't really do that unless it's like November. So I'm focusing on 2024 to be a data gathering year and continuing to lower the expectations. I'm going to say expectations a lot. I'm sorry. I'm already hearing it, and we've only not even that far, and I'm already hearing it that I'm saying it a lot. But I will say so far for quarter one, I have done better with recording, and I'll go into more of that shortly, very shortly. We're coming into it. We're coming into it now. We're getting into the goal setting. That's the point of this whole video. It's to show the changes, so I've told you what I've done before in the past. Now I'm going to be telling you what I've done so far for this year, for this first quarter. And then I'll be sharing what I will be doing for the next quarter. But I'm data gathering. It's all working out. It's going to be great. Okay, so goal setting for 2024. What did I do? First off, I like making lists. I'm a list maker. So I could visualize. I'm a visual learner. I like having everything physically in front of me. Digital stuff is great, but I like having physical papers. So I have papers. I won't be showing you the actual physical paper, but I do have some visual aids. So I can show you what I have done. Let me get this out for you to show you what I did as a generalization. So first off, we made a list of all the months. Look at them all beautiful in their glory. Don't look at October. October is going through something right now. And then I listed all of the projects, all in different colors, but I'm just going to use the one because I only have 2 markers in front of me, all on the side of the paper here. Bam, projects 1 through 5, because I have 5 on my list here. And what I decided to do was do a general estimate of what I could visualize a realistically ideal, maybe? Space it out more than I would have in previous years where I've tried to. So one of my projects is I'm trying to edit and finish some drafts of a book. I'll let you know that. Project Autumn, I talked about it on the other channel. It's a romance book and I've been working on it. But for Project Autumn, and previously when I've had books that I've finished the first draft of and wanted to get, go through the whole editing and redrafting process, I would have like 1 month do the writing, 1 month do the editing, blah, 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 blah. Obviously unrealistic. Who's got the time now to do that? And no, again, unless you're Brandon Sanderson and your life is writing and you are just a juggernaut. I can't do that. Not even on close to my expectations of my old level. So what I did instead was since at the time, end of 2023, I hadn't finished the draft 1 yet. I put so I spaced it out. I put January, I would finish draft 1, have a month off, then have March and April for doing edits. So read through, rereading, redrafting, restructuring, all that fun stuff. And then go into starting the draft 2 in May and June, give myself 2 months. I'm thinking I might need to give myself 3 months, but we'll see. But and that's essentially what I did. Then once draft 2 was done, I would give it to peers because it's peer editing for draft 2, so I gave myself more space than I would have previously. And then I went through and added in my Ko-fi. I call them Ko-fi goodies. I don't know, the word goodies is just not vibing with me anymore. I'm trying to look for a new word for it. I do those every other month. So I put in, so in February, April, June, I make sure I have those for those months. I have a ongoing web series, which is Perpetual and Forever Secrets of Slumber. It's an overhanging project that's going to be ongoing for not forever, but obviously the entire year. Hopefully not, but it will be because we're not even done Act 1 yet. But it's an ongoing web series. Again, links down below. So I didn't even bother putting that in anywhere. And then, of course, I did have my AuDHD writing tips and stuff and videos that I want to do. I put those at a couple in there. And so essentially, I just did that with my projects. And each month I had maximum two, without counting Secrets of Slumber. So technically, maximum 3 things to do for each month. But the problem is with that, I've been trying to keep to a 3 thing for the quarter. I didn't see this then. Seeing it while it's in action, when I listed out everything for the quarter, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things for the quarter. I'm supposed to be keeping it simple. Oops. But don't worry, I've adapted this method of not compounding when I don't finish projects. I instead just slide everything back. So that way I'm not overwhelmed. I'm like, oh, I wanted to start this project this month, but hey, this project's still not done. That's cool. Just slide it back. No need to worry. It's not going anywhere. You just need to give yourself a little bit extra time to deal with what's currently going on for this month, this quarter. And so then for quarter 1, I listed everything I wanted to do on another piece of paper. Oh, this is Q2. Sorry, I put Q1 away. Oh, there it is. We're good. Q1's still here. Don't worry, I'll show you the book in a moment. So for Q1, so I went ahead and yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. I will not show you this paper because again, more project specific details, even though I talked about a few of them. There's a couple, and it also has like money stuff on here. But you know, so I had my goals for each of the 5 projects. Secrets of Slumber, I wanted to post 7 chapters, add a character directory because there's a lot of characters. And I was like, who, what, where? Update the content warning / trigger warning page, and then try to get a backlog. It's a wishful thinking, I know. And then for Ko-fi, finish February, start April's, because I do them every other month, because ain't nobody got time to do it monthly. I already have so many other things I'm trying to do. And then finish draft 1 for Project Autumn, start edits for draft 1. Then the ADHD content, AuDHD as people call it, but neurodivergent writing content. And then the 5th project, which secret. Of course, I didn't do a lot of, I wouldn't say I didn't do a lot of this, but I definitely did not do it all. Did not touch Secret Project 5. And for the AuDHD writing, I almost did, but then I got extensive, extreme imposter syndrome, so I didn't do it. But I'm doing it now, so yay. So after I made the Q1, I then went on to make a monthly expectations, spread, goal setting. Long may he reign. So this is my monthly spread for the month. I got my AM, what I do in the morning. W means works. That's my day job. Because, you know, gotta have one because I ain't making money no other way. Then PM, what I do in the afternoon. And all day. So like things that, you know, grab me for the day. And then my monthly goals on the side, as you saw. Yeah, so for January, I wanted to finish the Ko-fi goodie. And then I wanted to write 3 chapters. Write and post 3 chapters. Finish Project Autumn by writing 20,000 words, sorry, equivalent to 1,000 a day. Ha! And then if you may have saw that I had it broken down of like when I would write, like, you know, chapter 21 for Secrets of Slumber, and then I would write a little bit for Project Autumn, skip that, and then this week I would skip doing Secrets of Slumber because it's an every other week that we post, and then Project Autumn, you know. Yeah, didn't do any of that. What I didn't take into account was January was going to be an extensively low energy month. Why? We just got out of the holidays. I had just gotten out of seeing so many outings and peoples and family, and I'm just like, I am exhausted and tired. I need to recuperate. Also, it's a new year and, you know, middle of winter, seasonal depression, all that fun stuff. Didn't take any of that into account. So I did not get to any of those goals, but I did record how much I did write. What did I accomplish? Let's look at it. So I did, though, for Project Autumn, even though I didn't write 20,000 words, I did write 15,804, which is pretty dang on close, pretty freaking awesome. Did not finish the draft, though. But I did finish it February 5th, so almost immediately into February I finished it, though. Goals accomplished for the quarter. Heck yeah. That was sub-goal number 1. As for Secrets of Slumber, I only wrote and posted 2 chapters. And I didn't do anything extra. No updating of the website with the warnings, which I have done since. But at the time, did not update the warnings, I did not update the character directory. And I did not finish the Ko-fi. I did not do it. It didn't happen. Very low energy month, but now I have that on record. Now I have it in black and white, written on a page stating, hey, January is not a good, productive month. You won't have the energy to do a lot of crap. Don't plan so much next year. Cool. Moving into February. I slightly compounded in February. I said I wouldn't compound, but I tried to compound in February. I kept my goals for Secrets of Slumber and obviously Project Autumn, and of course the Ko-fi February extra. And then I also, because I thought, hey, Project Autumn should be quick and good because I was almost done. Should be able to punch that out. So yeah, add on a 4th thing. I didn't even touch the 4th thing, which was this essentially, but not exactly this, but it was AuDHD writing content. Did not get to it. But if, like I said, I finished though Project Autumn, draft 1. And I only posted 1 chapter for Secrets of Slumber that month. But I did finish the Ko-fi stuff, so that was fine. And I did not write down all the words that I wrote. It wasn't a lot. Or I have it recorded somewhere. I only wrote 2 days in February, which was the 4th and the 5th. On the 4th, I wrote 2461, and then the 5th, 1396, and that got me to my goal, so. And I finished the book. I wrote that much. But this also is not counting all the words that I wrote for Secrets of Slumber. I need to track those. I should be tracking those as well. But like, it's a perpetual thing. It's roughly chapters are 2,000 each, so I'm like, eh. March was the month that was meant to be light. So just have Secrets of Slumber, and then do the AuDHD writing stuff. Keep it light. Those 2 things, only expectations. Work a little bit on for April's Ko-fi because I got some inspiration, but that's about it. I didn't even have it written for the month. I forgot to write it for the month, but I worked on it a little bit. But due to the lightness of the month, it left me a little bit of room that's open, which is fine. Get inspiration, leave room for things that, if the itch happens. But then, doing that leaves you open for other sneak projects that jump in that you don't expect to do because you want to not do the things that you're working on. You want you to procrastinate on things that you should, but then new shiny thing is like, ooh, the dopamine. And then you learn how to animate coffee mug steam. It's so pretty. So, stuff like that happens, but it ain't always a bad thing. And I'm not blaming that for taking over me not finishing the other things. What I'm blaming is the imposter syndrome that I felt when trying to do the AuDHD writing content. That's what I did instead. Instead of doing that, I was like, ooh, new shiny thing that I know will be great, and I will figure out how to do it. I don't know how to animate that well. I used Procreate. They have the animation thing on there. I think I maybe animated one thing once. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I remember what it was, but it wasn't really animated. But so I learned to do that off of a TikTok video. And so that leaves us where we are here. I'm recording this on the day of the eclipse. So it's early trying to get this done because I couldn't find any other time to do it. Book the day off work. But regardless, that brings us to quarter 2, Q2, and what I would like to accomplish this month. To stick to the don't plan so much. Let's see what we have written down, because I have my Q2. Q2. What I have for Q2 is to do draft 1 edits for Project Autumn. So I have yet to successfully go through a project and edit it. This will be my first time trying to accomplish it as an adult with an actual novel, like a potential library or something. Young me, I love you, you're great, but oh my god, girl. Don't ask me what the editing process is going to look like. As I said, I've never done it, but those are reread, restructure, and research. You know, 3 things that start with the re. That's pretty great if you ask me. So that's what I went with, and that's essentially the steps I'm going to be taking. Then hopefully start draft 2. I have it on there. We'll see. If it takes me, I'm giving myself 2 months to do the edits for Project Autumn. It's the researching and the restructuring that I'm worried about, but more like the researching. But if I'm able to start doing the draft work in April, May, June, in June, that'd be great. And then, of course, the usual Secrets of Slumber, post 6 chapters, but we're already going on hiatus at the end of April because my co-writer is going on vacation, and I don't want him to have to worry about us posting and him editing the chapters and stuff while he's on vacation. So, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to have a backlog, at least one, please. And then work on the June Ko-fi stuff. This video is on the list, and when this is up, I'll have checked it off because it'll be done. But then I also would like to do at least one other thing for the channel this month. We'll see. But like, again, this is not 3 things. Even though the Ko-fi will not take me that long. Do I even have it written down? I don't even think I have it written down for the April month. But that's what I'm trying to do for this quarter. But again, sticking to 3 things. I think sticking to 3 things for the, but no, it's 3 things. It's technically 3 things because it's Project Autumn. No, it's 4. I can count. Project Autumn, Secrets of Slumber, Ko-fi, and this YouTube channel. And then the drafting and then editing is technically 2 things under that. And then the 6 chapters for... I'm trying! This is a lot less than what I would have tried to be doing. A lot less. Can I show this? Yeah, I already showed it. It's just the YouTube, the Project Autumn and stuff. Yeah. Look at how pretty the colors are! The green is not showing up as pretty as it is IRL, but it's a highlighter green kind of color. But yeah, so for this month, I have... write 3 chapters for Secrets of Slumber. I would like to do a character in-depth thing for a couple of the main characters because there's 4 main characters. Because essentially I write this as I go because it's based around my friend's D&D campaign that he did. I will not go into details. That's another video if you want to know more about it, or you can just check out the thing in the description. Launch the writing YouTube channel, which will be a success when you see this video. As of right now, it's still in the works, but when this is up and you're watching this is a success. It'll be something I check off. It'll be big for this month. I could pump out 1 video a month, that'd be great, but I would like to do more than 1 video. But there's as you can see, there's so much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? And then start Project Autumn draft 1. So it doesn't seem like a lot. It doesn't seem like a lot. And that's the deceptive thing about it. It does not seem like a lot. But I also, you know, this is also all of these plannings they don't even include my streams, me working my day job, and my social life. So for April, I'm only streaming 1 day a month. I mean, 1 day a week, because I was just streaming both days that I was off when I wasn't working my day job. And I'm just like, I need a break. I need time to not do anything or be seen by people. So that's my plans for this month. And overall, what I would like to do for the quarter, yeah, I guess I've gone through everything. So I know I've like shared a lot and info dumped a lot and shared a lot about exactly what I'm doing and how I plan and how I broke things down. I think that's how I explained it. Hopefully I explained it well enough. So like, annual plan, taking a few things for each month that I would like to get done, and then moving it on to the quarter thing. Because obviously some things, like Secret Project number 5, I don't think it's going to happen this year. It's not going to happen this year, which is fine. This year is a focus for Project Autumn. So Secret Project number 5, probably not going to happen at all. So even if I go off of, which is my annual at a glance thing, obviously this was just like it was an estimate for this year, and I'm not going to get to that, which is fine. It was this, like I said, this year is a recording for data year to figure out where I'm at when it comes to averaging out my highs and my low days. That is a lot. There's a lot to talk about. The thing to keep in mind, though, is that I'm not going to get upset with myself if I don't accomplish everything, because I'm not going to accomplish everything. And so, but putting less on my plate will make me feel less about not accomplishing all the things. Instead of having, 7 things on my list and getting 3 done, it feels better to have the 3 done out of 5 instead of 3 out of 7. And that's what my goal is for this year, to have less and less expectations. And so while I have 3 on paper for the month, well, I'll get it done. So yeah, this is more of like just a vlog talky thing to talk about what I'm doing. And so yeah, this was fun. That was a lot. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys for that, if you stuck around this long and listened to my ramblings and sharings of the things I'm trying to do. I'm excited for this channel. It won't just be me vlogging about goal stuff. It'll also be other things. I would like to do a series on like writing tips as a neurodivergent person, and then maybe doing some like crafting stuff, but mostly geared towards writing specifically as a neurodivergent person is what to expect from this channel. Yeah, and I would like to do some challenges and stuff. That would be fun. Obviously keep up with vlogging, maybe like a monthly vlog and like one other kind of video. I don't know. What kind of videos should I make? Maybe a writing routine video, like what my writing routine looks like. Routines. Because, it's hard to keep just one, because you got to keep it alive. Got to keep it novel. Got to change it up a bit. Got to keep it interesting. But I'm interested in hearing about what you're interested in too. What are your goals for this quarter? If you go into it with the planning a lot, which is, not a bad thing. If you do that too, what is your process for setting up goals, and how are you with truncating your expectations of yourself, or if do you still overload and that does it sneak up on you and then you have a million stuff on your plate that you don't realize that you have? Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Do the liking and the subscribing thing if you want to continue to see this kind of content and me, because that's what you gotta to promote for the YouTubes. Yes, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you guys next time.